Here's Havlicek. No made baskets yet. Down low. Robinson with a steal. For three, Allen. He drops it from range.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Two minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Havlicek. Allen defending. Shot clock at 6. Tatum with it. Picked up by Allen. And it's Tatum missing. And here's New York now. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. Pass to Antetokounmpo. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter here. Offensive rebound. Outside Carter. Now Antetokounmpo. Hounded by Tatum. Robinson passes to Allen. Another shot. Rebounded by the Hawks. Pettit's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now Leonard. Back to Tatum. Here's Ewing. And no good, trying to use the glass. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for New York. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy. But a rally like this is how you do it.
And so it's Atlanta with it after the basket by New York on the other end. Here's Havlicek. Allen defending. And there's the screen. Pass to Pettit. Puts up a 3. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Pettit's got 10.
And that was a good read from Leonard. Noticing the overcommitment and exploiting.
Outside Robinson. Carter, the pass to Robinson. Antetokounmpo outside. Releases. Gobert. Oh, Gobert! Right there on the putback.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Hawks ahead. They're up by 3. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. We've got Kawhi Leonard, and it's Pettit in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Allen. It's hauled in by Pettit. Pettit's got his 6th rebound on the night. Leonard passes to Havlicek. Jacks up a 3, and Atlanta hits again from deep.
Talk about a pure jumper. Leonard doesn't need a lot of space to rise up.
Antetokounmpo against Tatum. Carter with it. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Pass to Robinson. Two points. That one goes.
Yeah, that's what they want to see. He has to start asserting himself. They need him to take command of this game.
Here's Havlicek. Allen defending. Havlicek passes to Leonard. There's a screen. Inside. Here's Ewing. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
You can tell Leonard sees the whole floor, allowing him to set guys up well.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Gobert. Gobert with a screen on Leonard. Oh, got a piece of it. Outside Tatum. The three is up. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got rebound number 7 tonight. Antetokounmpo against Tatum. Robinson, a screen on Tatum. To the paint. And a big finish by Robinson.
And that's just Giannis making the right play, feeding the open man.
The Hawks lead by 7. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Tatum can't hit.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Outside Robinson. Carter finds Robinson. And here is Antetokounmpo. Gobert with a screen on Tatum. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Pass to Leonard. Back to Tatum. To the left side wing. 5 on the clock. Tries to break his ice. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
It's kind of a devious move by Tatum, pulling the defender in where he wants him.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
Yeah, and their team-first approach is another thing you have to like. And they've had great ball movement and are getting a lot of points off assist.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen to New York's head coach talking to his team. He had some words of confidence for his team, saying all it takes is a few chances. We make a few plays down the stretch, we can steal this thing from them. Back to you guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
Shooting for New York, Giannis Antetokounmpo at the line for 2.
He drops the first one, and that brings him within 5. And so Antetokounmpo nails both of them.
He showed a lot of composure that trip to the line. Now it's almost a one-possession game.
44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so it's Leonard who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to Tatum. Fires the 3. And Atlanta misses again.
Well, he's just not himself right now. He's getting decent opportunities like this one, but just failing to convert.
It falls!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
John Havlicek, 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 4-point ball game.
A very successful visit to the line for him. Now this is a 2-possession game.
Timeout called, the Knicks. 24 seconds left in the fourth. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
An uphill battle for them. Everything has to go perfectly.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
Antetokounmpo outside. Carter on the wing. The 3. The rebound by Atlanta. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
At the line for Atlanta, Jason Tatum, 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that puts him up 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
huge moment. He steps up and sinks the final daggers.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Robinson. 4-3. And again, the Knicks missing. And they go to the intentional foul.
Rudy Gobert. 10 seconds. Team's fourth. At the line for your Hawks, John Havlicek taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws good, and it's an 8-point ball game. So it's Atlanta picking up the win. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And time now for our player of the game.
Shorts. I was literally thinking AI.
Oh, yeah,
So, yeah.
You got the big drip for sure.
You got those big shorts. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us on 2K TV.
Appreciate it. In season 5, Rodney and Brian sent me a message, say, hey, let's get on, let's run some 3v3. And as luck would have it, we saw none other than Portland Trailblazer DeAndre Ayton. So he was running a shooting guard, a two-way inside-out ISO creator, and I drew the matchup as the guard for Team 2K TV. And the first sign that I was going to be in trouble, he's averaging almost 15 points a game in the city. That is wild in a game to 21. First play, he darts past me on a backdoor and slams it home, and I knew I needed to ready up my game quickly. So I dart up court, I actually got by him and slammed one down on my own, which felt fantastic. He dunks past me again, 11-10, and I'm like, yeah, this team knows what they're doing. DeAndre is clearly capable in 2K. Final score, 21-12. Yeah, they pretty much shut us out from there, but so...
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. It's the Sacramento Kings taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Now Sacramento starting 5. Hardaway is out there with Pippen. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. Then it's Tracy McGrady, and it's Eaton in at the 5, roaming the paint.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Goes up on the block. Rebounded by Dikembe Mutombo. Enzo Jordan will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Wade outside. Shoots over Pippen. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Hardaway is screen on Curry. McGrady. Sacramento again missing. Minnesota with the ball. Over McGrady. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And here is Hardaway. Wembanyama outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
This is his first free throw of the game. Both good from the line that time.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
And it's Wade in the corner. And he banks in the lane.
Well, this is perhaps the best weapon in Dwayne Wade's very varied arsenal. The feel in the paint, incredible.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. Now, he's in awe of Victor Wembanyama, just like everybody else. He said, I don't know that we can stop him. I don't know that we can slow him down. But they want to try and play a physical brand of basketball against him at both ends and see if that has any effect. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. Here's Curry after Tracy McGrady's score. And the dunk by Jordan.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. A shot by McGrady, no good. Michael Jordan on the wing, defended by Pippen. And the rejection by Pippen. Hardaway against Jordan. Wembanyama, right side. Right side, Hardaway. Pass to Pippen. Shot clock at 6. Wembanyama, a screen on Wade. Here's Pippen. Rebound, Minnesota.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Hardaway with the steal. McGrady with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan. Wembanyama outside. Pass to Pippen. Shoots the 3. Out of hand on it. They get it back. Just 5 to shoot. Fades and shoots. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Minnesota in the lead. Wade kicks to Jordan. Wade against McGrady. teardrop shot. It's good. Wade's got 6.
Wade is so crafty. He scores in so many different ways. That time with the soft floater.
Jordan against McGrady. Fires the 3. It's good on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Timberwolves on top. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
You've got Wade. He's out there with Stephen Curry. Jordan is out there with Mutombo. And it's Cowens in at the 4 slot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. McGrady against Jordan. Releases. There it is, his second make of the game. He's missed 5. And so Curry will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Pass to Wade. Outside, Jordan. Curry is inside. Pippen on him. Curry gets it to go inside.
Stephen Curry, a 3-level scorer, gets a chippy right there.
The Kings trail by 4. Here's McGrady. Connects from 3-point range. McGrady's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Pass to Cowens. Back to Wade. This one for 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
McGrady sets a screen for Pippen. McGrady outside. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Curry looking around.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Pass to Cowens. Curry against Pippen. Cowens passes to Mutombo. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Kings ball.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Hardaway passes to McGrady. A miss that time would have put him up.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the 3-point line. Played him perfectly.
Wade gets the bucket.
The defense wants to collapse on Stephen Curry. It gives him a great opportunity to make a pass and have his teammate get a good look.
Hardaway passes to Wembanyama. Now here's Pippen. Guarded by Curry. He was all alone on that one. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guy. We've got 1:13 left to play here in the half. Outside, Jordan shoots over Pippen. No good from Jordan.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
He's an explosive athlete with tremendous positional size. Hardaway has no issue mixing it up inside.
Pass to Cowens. Now Jordan, guarded by Hardaway. Cowens passes to Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good work defensively by Pippen.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
And it's Jordan with the rebound. It's Curry outside. Wow! Curry automatic from deep. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Timberwolves lead by 2. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. D-Wade really playing well in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
On the floor for Sacramento, we've got Tracy McGrady. Pippen is out there with Hardaway. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Eaton in at the center position.
Sacramento foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Curry. The crossover. And the basket by Mutombo. Mutombo's got the first basket of the third quarter for Minnesota.
Oh, man, how about the last-minute decision there to pull the shot down and get a better one for your teammate?
Hardaway passes to Wembanyama. That drops and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Wembanyama has got 5 points so far.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop it.
Jordan inside, guarded by Hardaway. Pippen against Curry. Block at 6. Down low, Mutombo.
And when Mutombo is forcing the issue, it puts defenders in a bind, which is why you have to foul him there.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
No good on that one.
And Mutombo, a defensive force, a long, intelligent player who plays well on both ends of the floor.
Pippen with it. Wade picks him up. To the middle. It's stolen by Mutombo. And here we go. Fast break. Jordan's got it. Good D by Hardaway. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for Sacramento. It's a 1-point game. McGrady passes to Wembanyama. They get it again. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Sacramento shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. To the right side. The 19-foot shot, and there's Michael Jordan, the assist by Mutombo. Jordan's got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. McGrady a screen on Wade. nifty move. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Michael Jordan.
Meeting the defense with power, McGrady holds nothing back and finishes in motion.
2 shots.
Free throw good, McGrady.
In watching McGrady, you see the length and athleticism. He's a matchup nightmare for most teams.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Jordan against Hardaway. Elbow shot. Eaton grabs the miss. Eaton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Curry against Pippen. Pass to Wembanyama. Rebound Minnesota. Cowens has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Wade double team. Cowens passes to Mutombo. Curry against McGrady. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And Curry's not the biggest guy, but he can sense the contact coming and makes the adjustment.
The Timberwolves missed both free throws they've attempted tonight. The Kings trailing. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Wade against Hardaway. It's deflected. It's stolen by Curry. Michael Jordan on the wing. Tries it from 19. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Wembanyama looking it over. Back to Hardaway. Shot clock at 5. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. And it's 7 points for Victor Wembanyama. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Curry from deep three-point land. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Timberwolves have shot 1 of 3 from the line tonight, missing 2 earlier on. And he makes the first. And so Mutombo nails both of them. It's a close game here in Minnesota.
They can close out the quarter if they want to.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
All the officials are all over that one.
The Kings shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. He's off on the first. And the second free throw, good.
Boy, the missed free throw there keeping this game at even. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them.
Curry way outside, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. Tie game in Minnesota. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. We've got Mutombo. Curry is out there with Dwayne Wade. It's Michael Jordan, and it's Cowens in at the power forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
Back to Curry. Curry through traffic. Count it! Oh!
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
McGrady outside. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Hardaway against Wade. Outside Pippen. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Hardaway, no good.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Curry with it. Hardaway picks him up. Cowens passes to Jordan. Wade for 3. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Here's Pippen. Outside Hardaway. No good from outside. Pippen against Curry. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Pippen's got his 4th rebound in this one. Hardaway against Wade. And Wembanyama outside. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Hardaway has got 3 assists now in this one.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Curry can't get it to go.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Back to Pippen from downtown, and another 3 for Sacramento.
And they have been relentless from deep, and you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. And he begged his guys to get after it on the break. He said, let's keep up the tempo, guys. You know how dangerous we are on the break. Be confident with the ball. Take risks. Move it, guys.
Thank you, David. Pass to Cowens. There's the triple. The rebound by Pippen. Kings leading now by 4. On the wing, Hardaway. Wade is covered. Good ball movement here by the Kings. McGrady against Jordan. And stolen by Jordan. With the drive. Yes!
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Knocks it loose. Jordan with the steal. Jumps up. And then Jordan slams it in.
And what a huge sequence that could be.
Wow. A play that might come to define this game.
If anyone wants to know where the momentum turned, that may have been it right there.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Fires for 3. buries it from outside.
And they still have a foul to give at this point.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And Wade stepping to the plate in a huge spot. This young man embraces the spotlight.
You get the sense this guy relishes getting to the free throw line in these tough moments. You talk about clutch, this guy is it.
Hardaway against Wade. Hardaway with it. Over Wade. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. Here we go. We've got Stephen Curry. He's out there with Dwayne Wade. Mutombo is out there with Jordan. And it's Cowens in at the four-man position.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Wade, a putback. Eaton grabs the miss. Here's Sacramento. Wembanyama sets a screen for Hardaway. Pass to Pippen. Fires the three. And it's Cowens with the rebound. Cowens has got 7 rebounds in the game. Now Curry. To take the lead. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. 1:09 left in overtime. Hardaway passes to Pippen. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway.
Practically automatic shot there by Pippen. He knows he just needs the ball, and then he is good to go.
Pippen against Curry. Mutombo inside. Count it! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Pass to Eaton. And here's Pippen, guarded by Curry. Pippen is doubled. And Wembanyama outside. 5 on the clock.
Doing it with style. McGrady punishing the D for giving him that kind of airspace.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Now Curry. To the paint, looking for Mutombo. He gets it there.
There is an imagination of creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now. And here and again, they're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, those are essential free throws to make it a 3-point lead. It's going to take something from long range now to tie this game.
Curry against Pippen. Curry kicks to Wade. Misses the tray. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
at the line for two.
He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. So it's the Kings taking the W in a close one. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. Welcome, everyone. Courtside with two ex-NBA stars, Grant Hill and Brent Barry. I'm Brian Anderson. We've got Allie LaForce on the sidelines tonight as well. We've got the Atlanta Hawks and the Sacramento Kings. Now, the opening lineup for Atlanta. We've got Jason Tatum, and it's Pettit in at the 4 slot.
Always a threat from range. Give Kawhi those looks. That's at your own risk.
Now here's Johnson. Pass to West. Can't hit that one. Oh, solid D from Leonard. Here's Atlanta with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Outside Tatum. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Just money from the line. Tatum knows the importance of making free throws.
These are his first free throws of the game. The first one falls. That misses, so he splits the free throws. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Sacramento. Pass to West. The 3 is up. And it's Ewing with a rebound. About a minute played here so far in the first. Tatum passes to Havlicek. Leonard outside. Fires the 3. Nails it from 3. Leonard's got his second bucket of the night.
Wasting zero time. Kawhi Leonard knew what he wanted to do.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, I was able to talk to Sacramento's head coach. The main topic of conversation, how they plan to guard Jason Tatum. We want to try to make Jason a jump shooter. Avoid fouling, don't let him go downhill. But JT will get his, so let's hope we limit him. Well, that's never easy to do, guys.
And Allie, thanks. And it's Sacramento's ball. Here's West. Pass to Johnson. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. They set the pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Fades away. Second shot opportunity. And he lays it in.
Such a big part of what he does for this team. Just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Here's Havlicek. Pettit passes to Leonard. A minute 39 left in the first quarter. Pass to Havlicek. Out to Leonard. The 3. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Timeout. Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Kings trail by 6. Here's Chamberlain. Here's Stojakovic, hounded by Tatum. Here's West. Fires in the triple.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Havlicek. Leonard on the wing. it in with a nice touch off the window. Leonard's got 11 points.
Kawhi like a robot out there just shrugging off the contact. Beep, boop, bop, bop.
Pass to Chamberlain. Here's West. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first. And that one's good.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Leonard, left side. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
You can't be reckless guarding Kawhi Leonard. He feels out defenders so well and exploits them when they overcommit.
And Leonard drops them both.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Kings trail by 5. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Chamberlain. And here's Johnson. Abdul-Jabbar passes to Stojakovic. Here's Johnson. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Shooting one.
Free throw dropped for Johnson. Now Tatum. Takes a three. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Atlanta on top. They lead by a bucket. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
I love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second. We've got Kawhi Leonard, and it's Tatum in at the three.
And sometimes you forget how long Tatum is, and he's terrific at using this to his advantage inside.
Here's Chamberlain. To the left wing. Here's Stojakovic. Knocks down the long J. Stojakovic has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Here's Havlicek. Leonard outside. From the arc. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Now here's Johnson. Tightly guarded. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. 6 to shoot. Up top, Johnson. Fires for three. Second chance shot. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
The Hawks trailing. Leonard on the wing. For three. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's West, hounded by Tatum. Pass to West. Hold the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. West has got 7 points.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Here's Havlicek. No points yet. Pettit passes to Leonard. Outside Tatum. 5 to shoot. The Hawks need to get one up here. Can they get it? And he gets the jumper to drop. 1:52 left in the second. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Kings. Here's Chamberlain. Pass to West. There's the screen. And he banks in the layup. West has gotten 4 this quarter.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Knocks down the triple. Pettit's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Johnson passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Back to Johnson.
Atlanta foul.
And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line.
First team foul.
The first free throw is good.
For your Kings, Magic Johnson. 2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who are you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Pass to Pettit. From deep. No luck on that one.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Here's West. Leonard defending. 4 on the clock. Shoots from 14. West misses.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Tatum with it. Off target on the outside leaner.
I'm not sure if family and friends are here in the stands tonight, but he wanted to show that one off. Fading away on this guy was absolutely not necessary.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Sacramento on top, up 2. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
You know what time it is. It's time for your fan half-court shots. Please direct your attention to center court. Drums. They're measuring up the shot.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
They've got Johnson, and it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the 4. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. West. The shot, no good. Tatum with some nice D. For the lead. Oh, nice shot by Havlicek. Havlicek's got 5 points.
Now with Leonard on the floor, the team's always going to function a little bit better as a whole, and some of that comes from his unselfish play.
Now here's Johnson. 5 points in the game. Stojakovic passes to Johnson. Here's the teardrop. Deflected. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Leonard for 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got 6 rebounds in the game. Stojakovic passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Now here's Johnson, guarded closely. The turnaround Jay. No good off the glass. The Hawks leading. 90 seconds into the second half now. Pass to Havlicek. Lets the 3 fly. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Havlicek's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, the way Tatum shares the ball really completes his package.
And so here's Sacramento. Here's Chamberlain. Johnson with it. Pass to West. From deep three-point range. The shot won't fall. Atlanta leading by 4. Left side Tatum. Here's Havlicek. Now here's Leonard. Takes the 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Here's Chamberlain. Another miss. Boy, they're in a funk right now. Pass to Leonard. Here's Havlicek. Lets it go from deep. Sacramento grabs the miss. Chamberlain's got 4 rebounds now. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Here's Havlicek. Rebound by Sacramento.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Pass to Chamberlain. And that one is stuffed right through.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Havlicek passes to Leonard. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Shoots from the right block. Oh, and it's Tatum finishing it off inside. Kings trail by 7. We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to West. Over Leonard. And it's Ewing with a rebound.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Tatum's shot is good.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. Atlanta on top, leading by 9. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Here's Johnson. On the floor for Atlanta. We've got Jason Tatum, and it's Ewing in at the 5 down low. Johnson passes to Chamberlain. To the middle. Here's Abdul-Jabbar, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Here's Havlicek. Down low. Here's Tatum. Hauled in by the Kings. Here's West. Blocked. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Good on the bucket. And Atlanta with possession here. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Leonard outside. Pass to Havlicek. Here's Pettit. Tatum feeling it out a bit. Inside. Just 5 on the clock. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Leonard can do this. He can just take over a game offensively.
The Kings call timeout.
Yeah, he's hurting the team. Taking low percentage shots, failing to make the next pass.
It's time for Dance Cam. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
During the
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. We've got the Atlanta Hawks taking on the Detroit Pistons. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Havlicek is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Tatum. Then it's Ewing. And it's Pettit in at the four-man position. Anthony taking his time here. Pass to Allen. O'Neal. Pettit grabs the board. And it's the Hawks' ball. Havlicek the pass to Tatum. Here's Pettit from outside the arc. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Pettit's got the first 3 points of the night up on the board for the Hawks. Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with head coach Larry Brown.
Now, of course, I asked Coach what his plan was about defending Jason Tatum, and he said, I told our guys just to play smart, to play up on him, but not get baited into fouls, and try to get a hand in his face. And that's a difficult challenge for any defense, so we'll see what happens tonight. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Tatum's shot is off. Allen outside to the inside. Here's O'Neal. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
It's a tall challenge trying to contain Shaq, especially when he's operating close to the basket.
Havlicek outside. Pass to Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Lets the three fly. Anthony with the defensive effort. And Anthony's got the ball here for Detroit. Now here's Brown. Allen outside. Here's Shaq. Rebounded by the Hawks.
Excellent coverage defensively. Making it hard on him.
Pass to Havlicek. Outside Leonard. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Known for his incredible defense. Leonard's huge hands and timing really helped make an impact on that end.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That one is off. And he sinks the second. There's a minute 47 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Shaq. And he overshot that one, missing.
I like where he took that shot. The D was just too strong.
Havlicek against Anthony. Havlicek, the pass to Leonard. Atlanta again, missing.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
In the corner, O'Neal with it. Looking for Anthony and gets it there. The kick out to Brown. 5 to shoot. Inside. And O'Neal with the basket on the assist by Brown. Shaq's got his second bucket of the night.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
All right, fellas, it's dance can time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. Yeah, we have the dancer.
.55 seconds left to play here in the first. Havlicek, the pass to Tatum. Back to Havlicek. From deep. And he's good on the three ball. And this game is tied up now.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Allen outside. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. Brown against Tatum. And it's Brown missing. Outside Leonard to the middle. It's stolen by Allen. Pass break Detroit. Here's Brown. That time from Leonard. At the end of the first, Clark in the post game so far. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, looking at what you've seen so far from the Pistons, what do you think?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
Here is Havlicek. On the court for Atlanta. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Havlicek. Then it's Ewing. Then it's Tatum. And it's Pettit in at the power forward. Havlicek dishes to Tatum. Just 5 on the clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Here's Havlicek. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Tatum against Brown. To the paint. And finished off by O'Neal.
O'Neal is a force of nature. Once he gets it that low, it is a foregone conclusion.
Now, here is Havlicek. The 3 from Tatum. And Shaq with the rebound.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Shaq with it. He's guarded by Ewing. Left side, Brown. Off target with his 3. The Hawks trailing. Here's Leonard. The ferocity inside by Leonard.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of it.
Allen passes to O'Neal. The Pistons working the ball around now. Brown outside. Off target from outside.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Here's Tatum. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Tatum's got his first basket of the night.
Oh, good work from the mid-range there. Tatum likes taking that shot when he can create space.
2 minutes.
O'Neal a screen on Havlicek. Down low. That's good from Shaq on the assist by Allen. Shaq's got 4 this quarter.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And it's Pettit missing. And so Allen will bring it up now for the Detroit Pistons. Pass to O'Neal. Shoots over Leonard. And O'Neal gets it to go. That's 10 points for Shaquille O'Neal.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
On the court, your big squad. Who wants a t-shirt? Make some noise!
1:11 left in the first half. Havlicek against Anthony. Havlicek the pass to Tatum. Shoots over Brown. And he can't bank that one in. The Pistons lead it. Here's Anthony. Empty that time from Leonard. Brown against Tatum. Pass to Havlicek. It's stolen by Allen. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. It's deflected. Tatum against Brown. Outside Tatum. Here's Pettit. The three. Cranes the three-pointer. Pettit's got 6.
Love the selflessness. Tatum willing to give it up whenever he sees an open teammate.
And here's Brown outside. Hands it from downtown.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Pistons lead by 2. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
And it's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot. Give it up for the participants.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Shaq is really having a good game here.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Reminds me of the good old days. Feed it to the big and let him work.
Got Shaquille O'Neal, Jaylen Brown out there at Malone. Then it's Anthony, and it's Allen in at the point guard. That's the starting group in the second half for Larry Brown. Leonard inside, working on Allen. Leonard, no luck. Leonard's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Brown finds Anthony. O'Neal sets the screen for Anthony. And he drops it in from the low post. Anthony's got the lead up to 4 now for the Pistons. Anthony's gone 2 of 4 from the field. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
Maybe that's coaching, right? Growth and development. First mind for the game, for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. The Pistons shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
A lights-out scorer who possesses incredible confidence. Anthony is such a skilled and explosive player.
Both free throws good from Anthony.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Havlicek, the pass to Pettit. Good ball movement here by the Hawks. It's tipped. Allen, that's good. And the Pistons lead by 8.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
Well, that third quarter is when you want to increase your lead. Really building it up before that final quarter.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. And Atlanta has possession. 8-point game. Outside Tatum from past the arc. It's hauled in by Malone. Malone's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Allen kicks to Brown. Here's Shaq. Goes back up. Patrick Ewing comes up with the rebound.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Anthony against Havlicek. Havlicek with a screen on Allen. Leonard against Allen. Clock is at 3. Out of bounds, Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession.
Atlanta ball.
.152 left in the third quarter of the game. Good on the three-point shot. Havlicek's got 6. Detroit leading by 5. Outside Anthony. Lobbed up there for O'Neal. Stolen by Ewing. On the wing, Havlicek. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Brown outside. Pass to Allen. Anthony down low. He's covered by Leonard. The Hawks trail by 5. Tatum down low. Brown on him. 11 feet away. Tatum's shot is off.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Outside Leonard. Lets it go with a 3. Leonard lets it rip from 3.
You see the competitor in Leonard matching the three from the other end.
Brown dishes to O'Neal. Pass to Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Clock at 6. Pass to Havlicek. Launches a 3. He can't hit that time. And so is Detroit, headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Pistons leading by 7. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. They've got Jason Tatum. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Havlicek. Then there's Ewing. And it's Pettit in at the 4. O'Neal, no good. Tatum against Brown. Tatum passes to Havlicek. Back to Tatum. Tatum from 3.
Never a bad idea setting Tatum up.
And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Pistons. To the inside, O'Neal. And finished off by O'Neal.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Quinn Snyder's huddle. Now, he asked the defense to lock it down inside. He said, let's get physical. I don't want them to think we're soft in there. No more easy shots in the paint. So that's what the defense is set to do. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Outside Leonard. Spins. Over Allen. And it's Leonard missing. Pistons leading by 6. Pass to Anthony. Shot clock at 6. Pulls up on the wing, and the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
Scoring at an efficient clip tonight. Melo in that zone. The
Hawks trail by 8. Now Tatum. Pass to Havlicek. Takes the three. Rebounded by the Pistons. Outside Anthony. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And it's on John Havlicek.
And that's the type of challenge Anthony presents to the defense. Sometimes they are just forced to foul.
Shooting two.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 9. Both free throws good from Anthony. The Hawks trail by 10. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Tatum. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper. And it's 7 points for Jason Tatum. Brown against Tatum. To the paint. Here's O'Neal. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Time running out for the Hawks. Havlicek kicks to Tatum. And it's Ewing in the corner. Tatum on the wing. He's covered by Brown. Shot clock at 5. Tatum no good. And Detroit has possession. Brown feeling out a bit. Pass to Allen. Al Malone. O'Neal inside. Anthony in the corner. Misses the three. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. They grabbed their own miss. Ewing can't hit. The Pistons on offense. They're leading by 8. Tatum against Brown. O'Neal a screen on Tatum. There's Brown with the three. Atlanta with the rebound. Lets it go from deep. It's money from deep. And so the Pistons take the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to on both ends, and just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Carmelo Anthony.
for joining us midweek here. Tonight, we bring you the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. We've got the Detroit Pistons and the Chicago Bulls. A look at the starting group for the Pistons. They've got Jaylen Brown, and it's Anthony in at the 2 guard.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
From downtown, Howard grabs the miss.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Pass to Yao. Here's Artest. No good with the triple.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Screen by O'Neal. Here's Anthony. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired. Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Maravich. The open shot by Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it.
Yeah, total focus from Shea there. Ready to go off the feed.
Brown finds Allen. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Rebound by the Bulls. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. We discussed Jaylen Brown and what makes him such a hard player to defend, and Coach said to me, Jaylen is a freak athlete and has become a really good shooter over time, too. We can't give him clean looks, and we have to guard him closely. Let's see if the defense is up to the task.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And the Pistons with possession here. Chicago making their last shot. Allen inside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Brown. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Brown taking on all challengers. This kind of fearless approach is what his teammates and coaches love seeing.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Maravich. Off target with the 3.
That's staying connected to the shooter and timing the contest.
Allen outside. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Ooh, Howard with a block.
Excellent timing by Howard. He knows exactly when to jump to deny shot attempt.
And the Pistons call time here. .114 left in the first quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Brown for 3. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one. Brown against Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Brown. Gilgeous-Alexander no good.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
O'Neal misses.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty. And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Here's Artest. Howard with a screen on Anthony. Here's Artest. Pass to Yao. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. The Pistons on offense. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Brown with it. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Screen by O'Neal. Brown passes to O'Neal. Allen in the high post. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Now Gilgeous-Alexander fires away from way outside. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Pistons ahead. They lead by a bucket. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And guys, what's your take on the Pistons so far?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Setting the floor for the Pistons. We've got Carmelo Anthony, and it's Brown in at the small forward position. Chicago trailing here. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Artest. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And so it's Allen who brings up the ball for the Pistons. Anthony in the post. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Carmelo Anthony's skills right on display there. Taking that shot right into the defense and knocking it down in spite of contact.
First trip to the line for him here. The free throw drops for Anthony.
And, you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release, an elite scorer.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Maravich. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Maravich has got 5 now.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
And here's Allen. Here's Anthony. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Allen. There's the 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
The defense gives Shea all their attention, and that leaves another guy open and ready to score.
And the Pistons call time here.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Brown passes to Anthony. Pass to O'Neal. Second chance effort, and the layup is up and in. O'Neal's got his first basket.
Way too strong down low. O'Neal, a dominant force near the basket.
Here's Yao. The 3 is up. Another 3 for Chicago.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
The Pistons trailing. A minute 50 left in the second quarter. Tries a 10-footer. O'Neal passes to Brown. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
You've got to admire and respect how Shaq fights for the rebounds there. I mean, he puts in the work to get those second chance looks.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Yao. Here's Artest. He's guarded by Anthony. Another 3 for Chicago.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Now here's O'Neal. Anthony with a bucket. Anthony's got 8.
Inside, Anthony runs into some contact, but he stays strong and focused and finds a way to work through it.
54 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Howard. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. And the Bulls lead by 2. Gilgeous-Alexander against Brown. Anthony with it. Brown scanning the floor. Back to Anthony. Shot from the low block. It's rebounded by Artest. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Howard with a screen on Brown. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Bulls up 2. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Make some noise and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drumline. They're measuring up the shot.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. And it's Detroit with the ball. Trailing by 2. We've got Dwight Howard. And it's Yao in at power forward. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Brown passes to Allen. Back to Brown. Clock at 6. Knocks down the 18-footer. Brown's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Brown has a nice shot repertoire. Clearly the mid-range doesn't give him much trouble.
Here's Artest. He's guarded by Anthony. Howard with a screen on Brown. Driving inside. Here's an 8-footer. Maravich with the bucket. Maravich has got 10 points in the game. About a minute played here in the second half. Outside, Brown. Downtown, Jaylen Brown.
When JB is on from here, it really boosts his team.
And Chicago has possession. It's a 1-point game. Pass to Maravich. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Howard, the screen. Tipped. Anthony outside. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Allen outside. Screen by O'Neal. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Oh, he misses the dunk. O'Neal's gone 2 of 5 tonight. Here's Maravich. Allen defending.
2 minutes.
Here's Maravich. He's got 10. Shoots over Allen. And it comes off the front of the rim. Outside, Brown. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Dwight Howard picks one up.
Shaq, such a beast inside, which is why defenders elect to foul him there.
2 shots.
Both shots good from the strike. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Maravich, pulls it, goes back up, and the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, he was just a skosh late on the contest. That's going to be a goaltend for sure.
The Pistons leading. Now Brown, Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Now here's Anthony. Tight defense on him. To the inside. O'Neal. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Boy, nobody wants to get in his way when he's this deep. Watch out.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Maravich. Defended by Brown. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Drains the triple. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points.
Outside, inside, in between. It doesn't matter. SGA is lethal.
Anthony, the pass to Allen. There's the triple. Chicago with a rebound. And we've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA SGA using that size.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Uses the glass on the layup. 10 points for him.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Here's Maravich. From deep three-point land. He can't get that one to fall. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Shutting the floor for the Pistons. They've got Jaylen Brown, and it's O'Neal in at the 5. Now here's O'Neal. Another shot. Oh, rejected by Howard. Here's Maravich, defended by Brown. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. Pass to Malone. Puts it up from 17. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Malone's got his first bucket in this one.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Maravich, defended by Brown. Howard, the screen. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Now here's Brown. To the paint. It's stolen by Howard. Here's Maravich. Sinks the tray. And the Bulls lead by 1.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
Timeout. The Pistons call timeout. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
The head coach for Detroit had some instruction for his guys during the break. He likes the way they're finishing inside. Coach said when we get close, we are golden. They can't stop us in there. Let's keep pounding it as long as we can.
Thank you for that, Allie. Now here's Allen. Pass to Anthony. And he's going for the oop here. O'Neal misses.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
A 6'6" playmaker, SGA has a great view of the floor.
Now here's Anthony. Defense right on him. Brown against Gilgeous-Alexander. Brown can't hit. Chicago leading by 3. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the inside. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Dwight Howard wants to be the man during these possessions, and he's been able to come up in crucial spots.
Down low. Here's O'Neal to halt the run, and it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, gets the ball on the way down. What a call that could turn out to be.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Allen against Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Malone.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Anthony. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Howard.
The ball goes to Detroit.
Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Close games often come down to who makes the big plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
.58 seconds left in the final quarter. Back to O'Neal. Over Howard. Howard grabs the miss. Huge moment here.
Have to stay calm in these situations.
Pass to Artest. Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. Inside. Here's Howard. Count it!
You know, he's been in these tight spots before. Howard loves being the one to make the right decision in the clutch.
The Pistons call timeout.
Okay, fans, now coming onto the court are...
And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Pass to O'Neal. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
Look, nobody in the league can stop him one-on-one. At times, you simply have to foul shot.
At the line for 2.
And the second of 2 is good. And that shrinks the margin to just 4.
Just a tough miss at the line. They're down 2 baskets now.
And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
And so they foul intentionally.
Second team foul. At the line for 2.
He gets the first, and that puts him up 5. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Those are critical foul shots. Love to see him knock them down there.
Allen, the pass to O'Neal. Launches it. Yeah, with a rebound. And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for your Bulls, Yao Ming. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. Buries it from 3, and so Chicago takes the win. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on. But give these guys credit for sticking with the game plan and finishing the job.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. And now, time for our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.